Good morning, afternoon, evening, everybody, gamers and non-gamers alike. So this is going to be a different type of video. I it might be a good idea and it may not be, but we shall see. So I've been, I go on to YouTube a lot. I make videos on YouTube, so therefore I want to I go on to YouTube and see lots of other people's content and find interesting people. And I came across this lady here. Her name is Victoria. Victoria Rose. I did a Google search on her to try and find a picture of her. Apparently, there are a lot of Victoria Rose. Even when I put YouTube star, still nothing. No. So I went to this is Instagram. This is her Instagram page. Can I click on her? There she is. So this is Victoria. She's a very interesting person. Brightly coloured hair, and I don't know if they're braids or if they are what's the other one? Dreadlocks. Not sure if they're dreadlocks or braids. I'm not sure. And so basically, she's a young woman who goes travelling around the world on a shoestring budget, which I think is really interesting, because a lot of these travel shows you see, it's people that have got more than enough money and they go to all the best places and they eat at all the best places. And maybe that makes for the best. Maybe that makes for the best content. I don't know. But for me, I did something very similar to Victoria. I went off traveling because I thought, hey, it's a good idea. I want to go see other places. And I sort of went traveling for a few years and went to different places. And I was a little bit naughty. Like, this was sort of back in the sort of 2000s. So you were able to get jobs a little more easy, and you could work for a little while, and then you had to move on because the local constabulary would come looking for you, and they would come looking for you hard. And if they caught you, you'd probably get deported or fines, and who knows. So it was pretty serious, and I don't necessarily recommend doing it, particularly in today's climate. With, as you know, I'm a huge fan of technology. I think if technology is used in the right way, it can make human life better rather than worse. But at the same time, with more better technology, it's making it much harder to do things that are a little bit naughty, shall we say? I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, you work for a little bit and then you kind of move on. But in today's climate, I wouldn't suggest doing it. So yes, so this is Victoria. Now, you're wondering when I'm going to get to the point. Fair enough. So she was in she wasn't in Korea. I think she was in Japan. I think at the moment she's in Australia. I've been binge watching her videos, and she's an amazing person. Very interesting. Got lots of lovely tattoos. I've only got a couple of tattoos so far, but I do want more. But they're a bit pricey. But I mean, it is art. Yeah, she's got some lovely tattoos, which she had a lot of problems with in Japan. Apparently, because of the Yakuza in Japan who have full body tattoos, tattoos have become a bit of a no-no because of the Yakuza. So that's a bit of a shame that you would take a criminal element and a small minority to mean that, you know, art on your body is a bad thing. But, you know, I kind of see the thinking, I suppose. Oh my, Ambrose Raphael, marry me. Oof, you don't know the girl. I'm guessing she gets a lot of that. I mean, you know, she's a pretty attractive girl. She's very much into, you know, keeping fit, and she eats healthy. I think she's vegetarian or vegan, something like that. So yeah, but I actually think her personality is even more interesting. I mean, you can have a pretty face. I mean, they're all over Instagram now. Every time you click on it, oh, pretty face. Oh, pretty face. After a while, you're like, really? Oh, look, another pretty face. I'm not throwing shade at people. Like, you're only gonna look that way once, so you know you're documenting it for digital prosperity. I get it, but it's just, you know, there is so much of it now, and so to see more of her personality and who she is as a person, that's, you know, that's really interesting. So again, I'm digressing. I know you're thinking, where's this going? So yeah, so she was in Japan, and she was one of the videos. Obviously, she does travel around on a, you know, on a shoestring budget. She does YouTubing, but as we know, YouTubing doesn't really pay a lot these days. They seem to be screwing over a lot of content creators, which is a shame. Particularly more edgy content. Apparently video games are edgy, but yeah. So yeah, so she was in Japan, and she was trying to eat off of the vending machines, because in Japan and China, they have loads and loads of vending machines with drinks. Some of them have food. You know, go over to YouTube and look her up. She is interesting. I think you'll find it's worth it. I certainly find her very interesting. And so and obviously with her dietary requirements as well, it must have been pretty hard. And I think she was, you know, eating and drinking some things that maybe she normally wouldn't. And that got me thinking. I've never actually tried any Chinese sort of drinks or anything like that. So I did a check in my local area, and there is a Chinese shop. So that's pretty cool. So I went in there, and I bought a load of drinks. I shall just hold that up to the camera. So I thought I would try these drinks, and that's what we're going to do. So, sorry, Victoria. I'm going to now just minimize you. Sorry, but and you know, I don't know the lady. I found a YouTube page, thought she was really interesting, and binge watched her videos for a while. And yeah, I thought she was interesting. So, you know, please go along to YouTube, give her a little watch. You know, show her some love. She doesn't need it, actually. She's doing very, very well, and I'm sponsoring her because I will sponsor all interesting YouTubers, because this to me is a family, and there are so many great content creators out there making actual content. I don't really think of myself as a content creator naturally. I play video games. That's what I do, and I do a few trailers, and I don't really see that as anything. Yeah, this to me is more original, you know. So yeah, so show her some love, and you know, she's not sponsoring me or anything like that. I don't know the lady, you know, it's none of that. I just think she's interesting, and she gave me an idea for this video, which could go well or could go horribly wrong. So let me minimize you, Victoria. And then we get this bit. I just make myself bigger. Oh. Ah, that'll do. That will do. Right. So, I mean, you got a bit here, but I don't know. So, I went and bought a range of drinks. So, as most of you know, I don't really enjoy tea. I'm not a big fan of tea. The one problem with tea, it's not coffee. It's not. So this one is oolong tea. It's let me see them. So it's oolong black tea. Now I can't. Oh, it the proprietor. It was the lady who owns the store. It was her son. Lovely guy. Was really helpful. I wanted to get some oh, what's the alcoholic one? I'll think of it in a minute. But he was really helpful in like pointing stuff out to me and that, because obviously I didn't know what I was looking for or at. To be fair, it's an amazing shop. I got some really spicy hot noodles as well. We'll see how those go. I'm not going to do those on video, just in case they are too hot. I don't think they would be. I couldn't take some pretty hot sauces. So yeah, so it's black oolong tea. Ingredients: water, oolong tea powder. So let's give this a go. It hasn't been opened. They've all been in my fridge, waiting for the video. So let's give it a go. I can't imagine tea would be, that different to any other kind of tea, really. But let's give it a go. Wow, that's on really tight. And these are the lady imports all these herself, so they are from China. Okay, so. Ooh. Oh, and by the way, if any Asian people watching this and thinking I'm making fun of your culture, no, I'm not. But obviously, some drinks, some people will just naturally like, and some people won't. Some of these I may like, and some of them I may not. But that's no reflection upon, you as a people, or your culture, or even the drinks. What one person likes, another person doesn't. That's all. This is just for a bit of fun and to try something new, because I always think you should always try try new things. And if you have a Chinese food shop, go and check it out. See what interesting things are in there. Talk to the proprietor. They don't bite. They're more than happy to help. So with all that said, let's do this. I think I'm stalling a little bit. Okay, here goes. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, it was a bad idea. Oh, that. Oh, it's got no sugar in it even. A lot of things in China don't have sugar. It's literally just cold black tea. Oh, why am I doing this? Oh, it wasn't as bad the second time. The first time was really a shock. It was like, oof. I don't know why I was expecting there to be sugar, and there isn't. Okay, so I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with that one. I mean, hey, if you like black tea, no sugar, no milk, obviously black tea, You like oolong tea, you know, this might be for you. You know, um, oh. so, so that was that one. Okay, so next, we have this. Let me show you. Tried to show you as much as possible. So this is now this is made with rice, rice extract, brown rice extract, purified water, white sugar. Oh, it's got sugar. Yes. I think you can probably handle almost anything if it's got sugar. Yeah. Just saying, sugar just sweetens the deal. No pun intended. Well, maybe a little bit. Yeah, vegetables. Vegetable cream. Okay, maybe I should stop reading that. I'm gonna put myself off. Interesting bottle design as well, by the way. I mean, yeah, I like the design of the bottle. It's very nice. Okay, let's do it. And apparently this is more of like a health drink. It's supposed to be, you know, good for you if you drink it, you know, on a regular basis. Because I mean, Asia, they eat a lot of rice. And it's clever as well that they make it into a drink. I mean, yeah, I think that's pretty cool. So let's go for that. Again, I'm slightly stalling. Ooh. Ooh, I thought that was going to explode everywhere for a minute there. I don't know, it felt like it was expanding a lot. I mean, I don't think a lot of these drinks are, you know, fizzy. Ooh. It smells like breakfast cereal. It smells like, Weetabix. I mean, seriously, like Weetabix. No, is it Weetabix I'm thinking of? Yeah, Weetabix. Alright, cheers. Oh, wow. Oh, that is really good. I really like that. I mean, the sugar does help. Without the sugar, I don't know. I, I just, yeah, I don't know. Ah, that's good. It's like, it's like liquid breakfast. Uh, like liquid cereal. If you were to take Weetabix and add the milk and the sugar on top, and then put it into a drink, this is it. This is literally a Weetabix drink. I think they did actually do that as well with Weetabix. I think they did bring out a type of drink. It might still be out there. It might be really popular. I don't know. This is obviously the Chinese version. That is that is good. That's good. I could drink that on a regular basis. The sugar does help, of course. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Weetabix in a bottle. Yep, I like that. Well, you know, we're two in, and so far I only would not buy one so far. So that's good. Okay, so okay, we've got this one next. This is a very posh looking drink, I think. the light is sort of hitting this a little bit. And it's made with peaches, apparently. There isn't the proprietor's son who was sort of talking with me, and he was saying that usually there's supposed to be like a little English sticker on there, just telling you what's in it. But I think they are probably comply. It's a compliable by law sort of thing, to have a ingredient so that you can check it and make sure that there's nothing in it that you're allergic to, because otherwise they're kind of in trouble. So normally it would have a sticker on it telling you in English what's in it, but I can't read Chinese, so I don't know. But it's got a picture of peaches, so I'm guessing it's got peaches in it. So yeah, so let's try it. They're really done up well as well. It wasn't overly expensive as well. Most of these drinks were around the sort of 150, 180 sort of mark, which, to be fair, is not that unreasonable. I thought with them being imported that they were going to be pretty expensive. I think for all of these drinks I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It was about £10, which sounds expensive, but I mean there's quite a few drinks here, and they've come from China, so I didn't think it was that bad. So I got the lid off. So cheers. Oh, yeah, it's definitely peachy. Lathainth. No. No. It's it's what you would imagine if you got a load of peaches, shoved them in a blender, blended it, added some water, and put it in a bottle. That's kind of it. There's no added sugar in it, which, if you don't have sugar in your diet, that I'm guessing that's a good thing. It just, it's very weak, and there's no extra sugar, so you're just relying on the peaches to do the work. I don't have the best palate. I mean, I used to stick my knife like in my mouth, and my tongue got all cut up. So kids, don't do it, because I can't. My taste palate is not very good. No, it's just no. It's not for me. Yeah, it's very watery. It's not particularly sweet. I mean, it does have the taste of peach there. But it feels like it's just very watery. It's got that very watery taste. But if you are into your health, or you're on a diet, maybe, something like that, that could be the one for you. It's El Natural, I think. Okay, so yeah, wasn't so keen on that. Now, this one, is it that one? Oh, we'll do this one next. So this is the next one. It looks to me like a Red Bull. It's got that Red Bull sort of can. Now this is a herbal beverage, and apparently this one is supposed to be like a health thing as well. And it's Wang Lao. Sorry if I butchered that. Herbal beverage, and this one's sugar free. So, yeah. Ingredients: water. Wow, there's a load of things in there I haven't. Oh, I was reading the wrong one. GB. Ingredients: water. No, no, it's still pretty much the same thing. Okay. Yeah, so it's some sort of herbal beverage, so it's got a lot of herbs I've never heard of in it. Yeah, okay. I I have a feeling I'm not going to like this, but I have an open mind. Okay. The ring pull was a bit did not wanna budge. Okay. Cheers. Oh, why am I doing this? Ooh. Ooh. Oh wow. Okay, that was wow, that was crazy. Um it's obviously got some sort of sugar in it. I'm thinking probably saccharin or something like that. You know, the fake sugar. Um yeah, it's very herby. Um you know, just all of this kind of like a herby, earthy kind of taste just hits you, along with the sugar. I think without the saccharin in it, that would not have stayed down. Um, this is obviously a very acquired taste. Um, I mean, for a minute there, I didn't know if that was going to I didn't know if that was going to come back up. Quite honestly, um, I'm just debating whether I want to drink anymore. Um, okay, okay. Ooh, wow, it's yeah. No, I can't do any more of that one. Um, I think for people who take supplements, um, and are into herbs and things like that, and are into healthy lifestyle, Victoria might love this. Right? You know, no idea. She might not actually. Um, but yeah, so it's a pretty can as well. I think I love the design. The design's very nice. That's probably what you're drinking. I, I don't know, but I mean, at least it had some sort of sugar thing in it, because I think without the sugar, yeah, that definitely was not going to stay down like at all. Um, yeah. So that's we're four down. Um, so far of the four, I've liked one. So I'm guessing a lot of these were just not are just not for me, but that's not to say that they're not for everybody. Yeah, like I said, find one of these stores in your local town or city, and try stuff. Trying new things is amazing, because then you find out what you don't like, what you do like. Um, and just because something looks weird or something, try it anyway. Don't necessarily eat with your eyes, because sometimes some things can be deceiving. I mean, that I loved it, and I would drink that regularly. I really would. Um, the others, no, but this one, yeah. But again, I was very much like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it, and I did. So you never know. So we have two left. I have a juice box. Uh, I can't remember if this is the one that has sugar in it. Now this one is soybeans. Now, I was watching Victoria's videos. I was binge watching them, and I remember her saying when she was in Japan. I think she might have been in China as well. That they do use soybeans in a lot of products. It seems to be a staple thing that they use, and they put it in sort of everything. So if you don't like it, it's a bit tough. Is this the one that? And this one has sugar in it. Now this one, this very fancy bottle. Um, this one has sugar in it as well. Okay. So, okay, so this one is water sugar. This has Chinese herbal herbs in as well. Prunella, Japnonica, Rubra. I mean, I've never heard of a lot of these. I mean, maybe there's different names for the same herbs that we understand. I don't know. Or maybe these are herbs that are specific to China or Asia. So let's try this one. Okay. Ooh, it smells a bit like the tea one, the black tea, the first drink. Okay, already my stomach's starting to feel a bit weird. That could be psychosomatic. I don't know. So, to life, style. Mm. Yeah, it's kind of like that one. Um, Little bit better. I think the sugar in this one is natural, whereas this one is not, which doesn't it doesn't really help that one. Yeah, I think if you'd put natural sugar in that, might have been better. I don't know. Ooh. It's that herby kind of earthy taste. It's something I'm very unfamiliar with. My mouth is very unfamiliar with herbs in a drink that looks like Lucozade. You know, because in my brain I would be thinking, Lucozade. No, 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 no. It's not Lucozade. Um, but again, I'm not. Some people will really like this. It, it's got those herbs in it. It does have sugar in it though, so depending on what your specific dietary needs are, you might not want this one. But there is the one with saccharin. So you know, saccharin doesn't. If you're not in your diet, if you don't have sugar, I think saccharin is fine. I I don't know. I'm not really that. I'm not that clued up, but I believe that saccharin is fine. So yeah, very herby. That herby kind of. To me, it's kind of like if you just went and got some, a load of just different herbs out the garden. Again, stuck them in a stuck them in a blender, added some water and some sugar in this case, and just stuck it in a bottle. It's that. I mean, I couldn't even tell you what kind of herbs. That there is nothing in it that I can identify. I can't say, oh, that that tastes a bit like um, you know leeks or something. I don't know why I said leeks, but or choc boy. Is it choc boy? Choc boy, something like that. Um, I can't even say that's in it. I've no idea. I'm sorry. I have no idea. I wanted to do like one of those. Have you ever come across the wine testers? And they're like, oh, there are hints of summer and sunshine and yeah, yeah. There's a little hint of strawberry in there. No, I've no idea. It's just herby, and it tastes like mud and well, no, not mud, like well, earth and some unidentified herbs. And sunshine, and water, and sugar. That's the best I can do. I'm sorry. I've no idea what's in this, and I can't read the back. I've no idea what these herbs are. Okay, so I'm done with that. One left to go. I'm I'm actually kind of glad. So this is the juice box, um, and the soybean, a soybean drink, which I don't know. I mean, I like. I was vegetarian myself for about 11 years, and then I met somebody, and they didn't want to do separate meals, which should have maybe have been alarm bells. But yeah, but yeah, they didn't want to do like separate meals, so I went back to meat. But soya products, were absolutely fine because they tricked my brain into thinking I was eating meat. The texture was, pretty good actually, and once you have it taste like the thing it's supposed to be, it's absolutely fine. And I still, on occasion, when I want to give my stomach a bit of a rest from meat, because meat is actually very heavy on your body. It can take weeks to digest, something like a steak or something like that. It can stay in your body in your stomach for a really long time. So occasionally they do suggest, just switching it up a bit and sort of, cutting down on the meat, your meat intake for a little while. So yeah, so sometimes I have like I love the spicy bean burgers. They're made with kidney beans, I believe. I like kidney beans. I like most kind of beans, to be honest. And soya as well. Um, you can get like burgers, sausages, and all of that sort of thing. I'm just doing the straw. Oh, the straw is pretty cool. I wonder what they're gonna do with juice boxes when, because at the moment they're into this thing with not getting rid of plastic. So, you know, what are you gonna use then? Because the cardboard thing for McDonald's, just no McDonald's. It's a cardboard straw. If you put it in a vanilla milkshake and your milkshakes are very thick, it doesn't work. It's terrible. And I read a story, and I don't know if the story is true because, again, modern journalism. I'm not saying that they don't tell the truth, but I'm saying that they are not always factually truthful. But apparently there was a story that McDonald's changed over to the cardboard straws, getting rid of the the plastic straws, but the plastic straws were recycled straws, and they could be recycled. The cardboard ones, and if this is true, it's just like, really? Really, McDonald's? But apparently the cardboard ones cannot be recycled. But something to do with the coating on them, something like that. Now, again, I don't know if the story is true. If it is, McDonald's, seriously, you dropped the ball on this one. Trying to come across as being eco-friendly. You were already doing it, with your plastic straws, and they were much better and more suited to the thing that you need them to do. So, yeah. Right, so... Right, okay. So does it go in like that, I'm guessing? I think this is the one... I think this is the one that bothers me the most. I don't know why. I believe it's got sugar in it. It's got sugar in it, so it shouldn't be that bad. But soybean oil emulsifiers, thickeners, raising agents, right, and an allergy advice, because it may, I think it's a type of bean, isn't it? So, okay, bottoms up. I can't even smell it. Ooh. Okay. It tastes a little bit like sour milk. I mean, not as bad, but it tastes a little bit like, yeah, a little bit like sour milk. Yeah. It's not terrible, but it's, again, with anything new, there's that little bit of shock. Like, oh, and then your brain starts to sort of process it. Okay, it wasn't, I wasn't running to the sink, so that's good. Yeah, it's not terrible. It's not. It's similar to this one. Yeah, I would say these two are comparable. This one definitely being the nicer one. I mean, I shall probably take this one with me to work and drink the rest of this. The other ones, I don't usually waste things. I'm very dead against waste, but I think those ones are going to be disposed of. But this one, yeah, this one's going to work. And this one, yeah, it's not as good as this one, but it's got a kind of like a comparable taste. But whereas this one tastes more of a breakfast cereal, this one, yeah, a bit like sour milk. It kind of reminds me a little bit as well of goat's milk. I do like trying different things, and I love goats. I'm a Capricorn, so there's that. And I just like their personality. They're jumping about and stuff, especially when you see little ones. Yeah, I had some goat's milk, and it kind of reminds me of this. Goat's milk is actually quite sweet, naturally. Pardon. And it has kind of that sort of taste. You might disagree, but that's kind of what it reminds me of. So, somewhere between slightly soured milk, that slight taste, but not obviously as bad because it's got sugar. I mean, without the sugar, oof, no, I don't think this would be drinkable. I really don't. But with the sugar as well, it's yeah, it's bearable. And like I said, a little bit of that sort of goat's milk type taste, maybe a bit watered down. So yeah, so that's that one. And so that is all of the that's all of the video. Yeah, it grows on you, this one. Yeah. I can't see the other four ever growing on me. The peach one was just too watery. Yeah. If you added a little bit of sugar to it, and maybe just a stronger taste of the peach, or maybe just put have a much stronger peach taste in it, which would maybe up the sugar levels as well naturally. And I think that one, yeah, that one would be fine. Pretty bottle though. I love the design. It reminds me of Malibu a bit. You know, the sort of shape and design. So yeah, I think that one could be good, but it's just too weak. It just tastes. Yeah. Have you ever had squash? When somebody's made you some squash, and they haven't put a lot of actual squash in it, it's more, it's more water than whatever the squash is. You know, like orange. So like very, very weak orange. This is basically that. It's just really weak, and no, very little sugar. So yeah, it's just wasn't great for me. The tea, yeah, the tea just no. It's, I mean, if you like black oolong tea with no sugar, hey, you would like this. Um, you know, that's that's all I can say about that. And the herbal drinks, they're just not particularly for me. But some people may absolutely love them. So you know, check them out. Try things. You know. Yes, it is a little bit of waste. Two of these I'll probably drink. I would say my winner would be that one. That's amazing. I could drink that every day as sort of like a breakfast type thing, breakfast cereal type thing. Yeah, and I think a lot of people would really enjoy that one. It's very nice. I was pleasantly surprised. That is my overall winner, and my recommended. And obviously, my least favourite. It's a bit of a toss up, but I think for me the worst one was that one. Just for me, it's a big no. Most of these I drank and I didn't want to spit it out. This one I really did. I didn't enjoy it being in my mouth. I wanted to go to the sink and like. I probably should have had a bucket for this as well, because it could have gone horribly wrong. Which, you know, I did think about, and I just thought, no, it'll be fine, it'll be okay. And for the most part, it was. But yeah, so that's my worst. I don't recommend that at all, and that's my favourite and recommended. I think most people would love that. Again, not everybody. And the fact that it's made with rice as well is just great. You know, Asia has done so well at just taking a staple thing and just turning it into everything. That's amazing. You know. So yeah, well done, Asia. You know, amazing. So yeah. And probably my runner-up would be this. It's actually, I think we're good. But yeah, this one is growing on me. It's okay. It's not bad. Once you get over the shock and you drink a bit more of it, it's not bad. It's okay. So yeah, yeah, it's kind of similar to that one, just not as nice. So so there we go. This was just something new, something I just thought, this could be a good idea. And it was inspired by Victoria Rose. So thank you, Victoria, if you ever see this. Hopefully you won't. Because this is, it could be the worst video I ever made, but I don't worry about things like that. It doesn't bother me. I do these videos for fun. If you like them, that's great, and if you don't, that's okay too. It doesn't, it won't stop me from trying different things. Again, I like to do different things on the channel. It's for the majority of the channel is going to be video games because I love them and I play them all the time. Not necessarily well. I'm not going to say, Ninja is probably. I'm probably one of the people that Ninja's talking about that's just not a good gamer. But I play because I enjoy them, not necessarily because I have to or need to be good at them. So yeah, and I'm not throwing shade at Ninja. He's welcome to his opinion. I think at Ninja's level, he looks at gaming from a competitive point of view, from a money point of view. So that's his perspective. And I guess if he's going up against gamers within that same, with that same mentality, then yes, I can kind of see where he was going. But at the same time, a lot of gamers, they don't want to be esports gamers. They don't necessarily want to be the best. I think whenever you play a video game, you probably the person you compete against the most. Well, I can't talk for everybody. For me, the person that I compete with the most, and this is for everything in life, is me. I don't worry too much about what other people are doing. Some people are going to be better than me. Some people worse. Some people the same. Yeah, that's fine. You try not to go through life, worrying about what other people are doing. Do what you do, and try and do that the best you can, and try to improve, so that you're always doing a little bit better. Well, that would be my advice, but don't necessarily take my word for that. You've got a brain, and you're smart, and you're beautiful people, so you can work these things out for yourself, and you can decide what's good for you. So enough rambling. I hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed making it, for the most part. I don't know that my stomach's going to agree later, but that's fine. So until the next video, I'm now recording the Red Dead Redemption 2 gameplay, playing that. So I'm hoping you're going to enjoy that. It's going to be some rambling around and looking at things and shooting things and being a cowboy. So I'm hoping you're going to like that. So until the next video, be well, be safe, laugh a lot because it's a short life, and whilst being sad is part of life, know that that is a temporary thing. Everything is temporary. Things will get better. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other, keep moving forward, and you'll be fine. I love you all. Be well, be safe. See you on the next video. Bye for now.